What's going on? What's going on? It's your man, Dr. Will, and you guys know the deal. Let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in from. Even if you're watching this on the replay, let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in from. Welcome to this master class. So I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to come on in as we hop in on this master class, as we talk about why speakers don't charge enough money. Why speakers don't charge enough money. So I got both my online families here. I got Facebook here. I got Instagram here. So if you see me looking back and forth, that's the reason why. I want to make sure I say what's up. What's up to my man, Jonathan Slocum, outstanding comedian, bar none, one of the tops in the game. What's going on? Miss Felicia Davis, inspired. I see you guys coming in. So as you're coming in, let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in from. I'm here in the beautiful city of Phoenix, Arizona, where God vacations. I see you coming in from New Orleans. I see you coming in from Orlando. I see Houston is in here. So as you guys are coming in, come on in, come on in. And we're going to get into this masterclass, guys. I'm going to hang out with you for about 30 minutes tonight. I'm going to hang out with you for about 30 minutes and give you some real insight on this speaking industry and this speaking game. And so as you guys are coming in, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. So let me know what city, what state, what country you're chiming in from. I see Dallas, Texas. I see us coming in from everywhere. So welcome to this master class. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Will. I've been a paid professional speaker for the last 20 years, a paid professional speaker for the last 20 years. That means this is how I eat. This is how I fund my life. So this is not what I do as a hobby. This is what I do for real. This is what I do for real. So you're going to be listening to somebody that has been in the industry for 2+ decades, guys. So this is what I do. I am a best-selling author. I have authored over 50 books. I'm the founder of Genius Speakers Academy, where I teach other speakers how to dominate. So if you want to build your business, build your brand, and build your bank account, then Genius Speakers Academy is for you. I see Kuwait in the house. So literally we have people coming in from all around the world. And so for the last 20 years, I've been able to travel the world. I've traveled to over 50+ countries. That's not virtually, that's literally on a plane in these countries. I've had the opportunity to live in 5 different countries because of this wonderful profession of speaking. And I want to help you tap into this industry. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it can be very profitable and very lucrative if you do it right. So as you guys are coming in, thank you guys so much. I'm going to be doing 5 trainings this week, 5 trainings this week. So tonight, tomorrow, the next night, all the way until Saturday, Christmas Eve, I'm going to be doing 5 trainings. So I want you to connect with us. And the reason why I'm doing this, I'll be straight up with you. I'm going to be sharing with you an opportunity to join me right here in Phoenix, Arizona, January the 11th through the 13th for our Master the Mic training. This is going to be my first live training that I've done in 4 years. So I'm super excited to get people back in a room. So for 20 serious speakers, we're going to take your business to the next level. I'm going to teach you how to create a $1 million keynote and build a business around that keynote that supports you and helps you create the life you love. So I hope that sounds good to you. If it sounds good to you, go over to masterthemiclive.com, masterthemiclive.com. You can write it down right now and go there after the training and get one of those 20 seats. Once again, I'm only working with 20 speakers, authors, consultants, or leaders, because I'm going to be working with you one-on-one to teach you how to craft your master keynote. So I'm only working with 20 individuals. And so make sure you're one of those individuals. Some of the slots are already taken. To be honest with you, I don't know how many are left right now. So you want to make sure you lock in. But tonight's training, we're going to be talking about why speakers don't charge enough. And I'm going to share with you 4 reasons I've found. I've worked with thousands of speakers over the years, and these are the 4 major reasons that I found why they don't charge what they're worth, that they don't charge their value. So I'm going to teach you this so you can bypass this and this won't happen in your business. Because once again, the speaking industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's going up. It's projected to be $160 billion by the year 2025, $160 billion. Now, here's what I like to tell our speakers inside the academy. You don't need the whole 160 billion. You just need your pie. No, I don't even want you to get a slice of the pie. I want you to have your pie. So I'm going to teach you 4 things, 4 reasons why the majority of speakers don't charge what they're worth. And so I want to honor your time. Once again, thank you so much for showing up tonight. I want to honor your time. So number 1, this is number 1. I hope you have something to take down notes. If you don't, come back and watch this on the replay and take some notes. If you know of a speaker, author, leader, consultant that you know needs to take their business to the next level, please tag them in this. Share this on your pages if you think people on your pages would benefit from this. So number 1. The number 1 reason why most speakers don't charge what they are worth is because they don't understand the purpose of business. Let me say that again. They don't understand the purpose of business. You started your business, and I hear it all the time. Why did you start your business? I started my business for time freedom. I started my business for flexibility. I started my business because I wanted to be my own boss. But most entrepreneurs and small business owners, what they don't understand is that the purpose of business is to create revenue, and a lifestyle for the owner. That is the purpose of business. Now we have, I know we want to serve. I know we want to help. I know we want to give of our skills. But the number 1 purpose of a business is to generate revenue and create a lifestyle for the entrepreneur or the business owner that started the business. That is the number 1. And so when you understand this, you'll stop giving your skills away, your knowledge away, and your value away. You know, McDonald's, Burger King, the Ritz-Carlton, they all want to serve you. They want to serve you at a high level. McDonald's wants you to eat. Ritz-Carlton wants you to have a great stay. But guess what? They're not going to let you stay at the Ritz-Carlton for free, and McDonald's is not going to feed you for free. They're not going to feed, because they understand the reason why they're in business is to generate revenue. And they've decided the way they're going to generate revenue is they're going to, in exchange for your money, they're going to give you food. The Ritz-Carlton, in exchange for service and allowing you to stay at their property, they're going to, in exchange for your money, they'll allow you to stay at their property. So in the same way as a speaker, you got to understand that you're in business to generate revenue. And if you don't understand this, you're always going to struggle. You're always going to struggle in business, and you're not going to charge what you're worth if you don't understand the number 1 reason. I know we want to serve. I know we want to help. I know we want to reach people. I know we want to touch people. I understand that. But the number 1 reason that you're in business, the number 1 reason that business exists is to generate revenue. And you as an entrepreneur got to get comfortable with that. You got to get comfortable with that language of business. You got to get comfortable with that. You got to get really comfortable with understanding I'm in business to generate revenue. I'm in business to generate revenue. So I want you to think about this. If somebody went to the Ritz-Carlton and they said, you know, I'm down on my luck. I really honor your hotel. I've been a fan of your hotel for the longest. I read about your hotel in magazines. I see your hotel in movies. I really want to stay here. I really think that my life could be different. My life could be better if you allowed me to stay a couple of nights here at your hotel. You know what they're going to tell you? Let me see your credit card and let me see your ID card. Let me see your credit card. Let me see your ID card. And if you don't provide the credit card and the ID card, guess what? You're not staying at the Ritz-Carlton. You're not staying at the Ritz-Carlton. And that's how you have to look at your business. For your family, for your friends, for your colleagues, you got to let them know that you're in business. And the same way that they couldn't go to the Ritz-Carlton, and the same way, listen to this. I tell all of our speakers, a part of our academy, this is what I tell them. You got to honor your craft. You got to honor your profession. If you don't honor your profession, no one else will. And I know for speakers and authors and consultants, a lot of people don't know what we do. They don't really know what we do. So it's hard for them to honor what we do. So it's your responsibility to educate them on what you do. And I teach our speakers, listen, you're just as important. Listen to me now. You're just as important as a heart surgeon. You're just as important as a heart surgeon. For the many of you, you have an inspirational message. And when you speak, you touch people's lives. You change people's lives. How many of you, listen to me, how many of you have went on YouTube when you weren't feeling the best and you needed to get motivated and you needed to go to the next level, and you went on YouTube and you listened to a Les Brown and you listened to a Dr. Will and you listened to an E.T. and you listened to a Lisa Nichols and you listened to a Tony Robbins, and they inspired you. They motivated you. What happened there? Those people's lives were transformed. So you got to understand, I tell our speakers all the time, there's medicine in your mouth. Your message is someone's medicine. Your message is someone's medicine. And you got to honor that. You got to know that. So you can't look low on your profession. You got to hold your profession in the highest regard. As a professional speaker, as an author, as a consultant, you got to hold this profession in high regard and educate people that, man, I transform lives. I change lives. People are the better after I leave the stage. People are the better after I leave the stage. I know there's medicine in my mouth. I know there's healing in my mouth. I know my message is someone's medicine. I know that for sure. And so you got to let people know that. So I don't want to get trapped there. But listen, number one, you got to understand you're in business to generate revenue. You're in business to generate revenue. And the byproduct of that is you serving, helping, and supporting your clients. But the number one thing you got to be conscious of, that I'm here to operate my business and run my business. Number two, the second reason I see with working with over 1,000 speakers, the second reason I see why they don't charge what they should be charging is they don't have a healthy relationship with money. They don't have a healthy relationship with money. And this goes right in there with number one. They don't have a healthy relationship with money. They have a poor mindset. And let me tell you where this poor mindset comes from. It comes from the way that you've been conditioned to think about money. It's a poor mindset. And what do I mean by that? Many of you, before you became an entrepreneur, before you became a business owner, you worked in a system that paid you based on hourly wages. So you went in and your mindset was, how much are you going to pay me for an hour? How much are you going to pay me for an hour? So we get excited and we say, okay, man, I'm making $20 an hour. I'm making $25 an hour. I'm making $30 an hour. So it's going to be hard for you if you have a poor mindset. It's going to be hard for you to transition in your mind that you can earn $5,000 an hour to speak. I'm one of the highest paid speakers in the industry. I'm one of the highest paid speakers in the industry. I earn anywhere between $40,000 and $100K to speak for 1 hour. For 1 hour. Now, if you're coming from a system that just paid you $25 an hour, that paid you $60,000 a year, it's going to be hard for you to transition and believe that you can earn $5,000 an hour because you have this poor mindset. So your mind has to be renewed. Your mind has to be renewed. What do I mean by renewed? You got to get new information. You got to get new information. You got to get new information. It's like changing your hard drive in your computer, right? You got to have an upgrade. You got to have an upgrade to the way you think about receiving compensation for what you do. See, in your mind, man, I traded 40 hours. I traded 40 hours and I didn't even make in those 40 hours, I didn't even make $5,000, $10,000. And so because you have this poor mindset when it comes to charging, I was just talking to a friend that I'm getting ready to work with, and she was telling me, she says, yeah, I was charging $250, and she thought that was too much. She thought that was, and this person is brilliant. This person is out of this world. And she thought charging $250 was too much. She thought charging $250 was too much. And this is what I told her. I said, corporate America won't even respect you if you charge $250. They paid more than $250 for the coffee and the biscuits that's at the event. They paid more than that for the coffee and biscuits that's at the event. $250. Executives won't even respect you. They paid $250 for a belt. And so if you send in an invoice, and she was laughing, she said, you're right. My husband said he wouldn't even send that invoice in. When they asked me how much I charge, he was too embarrassed to send that in. He was too embarrassed to send that in. So number two, the reason why you're not charging enough is because you have a poor mindset. You don't have a healthy relationship with money. You don't understand the exchange of value. You don't understand the exchange of value. And so listen, when you come to Master the Mic in January with me, we're going to go deeper in these philosophies, and I'm going to teach you how to train your brain. Listen, this is what I tell my speakers all the time, and write this down. Write this down. My bank account should reflect my brilliance. Somebody write that down. My bank account should reflect my brilliance. My bank account should reflect my brilliance. Some of you, I tell you, when I work with my clients, when we first start working off, when we start working together, and I see some of the prices that they're charging, and these are people who have master's degrees, doctorate degrees, who have been experts in their field for 20 years, 30 years, and they're charging $500 an hour. I want you guys to think about this. As a speaker, listen to this. As a speaker, they're not paying you for the hour that you're on stage. They're not paying you for the 30 minutes that you're on stage. They are paying you for the years of education that you have, for the years of experience that you have, for your ability to connect with the crowd, for your ability to teach concepts that's going to transform the crowd. Then they're paying you for the inconvenience of leaving. Listen, if I leave my house, I get on a plane and I go fly somewhere for 4 hours. That's 4 hours that I'm not getting back. That's 4 hours I'm not getting back. I want you to think about this. That's 4 hours that I'm not getting back. Then I go and I'm at the event. The event's an all-day event. That's, 8 hours. That's 12 hours right there. That's 4 hours back on the plane. That's 16 hours right there. Not counting my preparation for the keynote. Not counting my preparation for the keynote. So let's just at a minimum throw another 4 hours in there for preparation time. That's now 20 hours, not 1 hour, 20 hours that you're not getting back. That's what they're paying for. So sometimes I have to educate my potential clients on that you're not just paying me for 1 hour. You're not just paying me for 1 hour. You're paying me for the result. If it's 500 people, if I go do a sales conference and it's 500 people in there that work for this company, and just 10%, if I impact 10% and 10% get 20% better, if 10% get 20% better, how much revenue is that company going to get? That's millions of dollars for that company. So they have no problem investing in me $100K, $50K. Because the return on that investment, if I told you right now, every time you handed me $50,000, I would hand you back $1 million. How many times would you hand me 50K? You understand that? If I told you every time I handed you 50,000, every time you handed me 50,000, I would hand you $1 million back. How many times would you do that interaction with me? You would continuously do it. You understand? And that's how you have to think about you and your value. Number three, we go right into that. Number three, the third reason why I see individuals not charging what they should charge as a speaker, author, or consultant, the third reason is they devalue their skill, their knowledge, and their information. They devalue their skill, knowledge, and their information. Now, let me pause right here before we get into this, because listen, at Master the Mic, I'm going to be teaching you all these concepts, and I want to do something for those of you that while we're on this training, if you sign up right now to come to masterthemiclive.com, and we'll give you about 30 minutes after we go off. After 30 minutes after we go off, if you sign up tonight, I'm going to send you 3 of my best-selling books. I'm going to send you 3 of my best-selling books. Dominate Your Backyard as a Speaker, how you can find money right in your backyard as a speaker, how to build a thriving speaker business and pay to share your message. And then I'm going to send you this manual, $1 Million Bankable Brand, how you can build $1 million bankable brand. You're going to get all of this if you sign up tonight to join me for Master the Mic, masterthemiclive.com. If you sign up tonight, we're going to send this to you before you even come to the training. That's for you taking action. I want to reward you for taking action. So it's going to be live here in Phoenix, Arizona, January 11th through the 13th. 3 days you're going to invest with me. And I'm telling you, in those 3 days, your mind is going to be at a whole different level. You're going to see business in a whole different manner. You're going to see business in a whole different manner. You're going to see your business in a whole different manner. So masterthemiclive.com. Now, the third, they devalue their skill, their knowledge, and their information. We all do this. The thing that comes so easy to us, we play it down because we think it comes easy to everybody. So you think because you can do it so easy that everybody else can. But here's the truth about it. The thing that you find so easy, there's hundreds of thousands of people that find it difficult that would pay for your assistance and your support in helping them get over that hurdle. But because you don't honor it, because you say everybody does it, then you don't charge what you should be charging. You don't charge what you should be charging. And I cringe all the time when I'm working with these speakers, and I'm talking about brilliant people, and I cringe all the time when I see what they're charging. And it's because they don't realize it. And when they work with me and I'm able to show them what I call going into your toolbox, I teach them how to go into their toolbox of experiences. I teach them how to go into their toolbox of experiences and craft out a message. But here's the thing about that. Not are we just going to see, there's a lot of people who tell you, get your story, get your story, get your story. That's a part of it. But let me tell you about just getting your story. Corporations aren't paying you for your story. I promise you they're not. I've been doing this 20 years. Corporations they're not paying you for, not in 2022 and not in 2023. They're not paying you for some inspirational story. They're paying you, hear me now, they're paying you for your formula. They're paying you for your expertise to produce a result. They're not paying you because you were left in an abandoned building. Then that's not why they're paying you. They're not paying you because your dad left you. They're not paying you because your mom liked your sister better than she liked you. They're not paying you for that story. They want to know, can you come into their organization and create change, create transformation by teaching some principles, by teaching some transformational information. So I'm going to teach you how to go into your box. Yes, your story is important, but I'm going to teach you how to pull out the lessons in those stories. So here's the word. Here's a word. Here's a word. So you can now create a curriculum. Somebody type that down. Somebody type that down. Curriculum. That word right there is going to be worth millions of dollars to you. Curriculum. Not your story. Curriculum. Can you pull out of your story a curriculum that you can teach them? Because that's how corporate America learns. Systematically. That's what they're used to. So can your story pull out principles that line up with their KPIs? And I'm going to teach you in our 3-day, I'm going to teach you how to create curriculums that will get you paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to go into corporations, to go into schools, to go into cities. I work with cities and I teach them my curriculum on diversity. I don't teach them my story of coming from Compton, California. They say, oh, that's all good, Dr. Will. You came from Compton, California. You was raised by a single mother. You used to be a gangbanger. You used to be a drug dealer. That's all fine and dandy. How is that going to help my team reach our profits this year, our bottom line this year? So I had to go in there and create a curriculum. And I'm going to teach you how to do that when you come to Master Mike Live, January 11th through the 13th. Now, number 4, the last one. So number 1, we said they don't understand the purpose of a business is to generate revenue. Number 2, we said they don't have a healthy relationship with money. Number 3, they devalue their own skill, knowledge, and information. And here's number 4, guys. Plain and simple, the reason why most speakers, authors, consultants don't charge what they're worth is because they're scared. They're scared. Let me tell you what pricing is. Pricing is just confidence. That's all pricing is. Pricing is just confidence. That's all pricing is. It's all about confidence. And if you don't have the confidence to articulate what you're worth, then you'll never get what you're worth. And so many people are scared to charge what they're worth. They're so scared to charge what they're worth. So when you come to Master the Mike Life, I'm going to teach you how to charge what you're worth. All the students in our academy, in our Genius Speakers Academy, I let them know at the minimum every year, you should at least at the minimum as a speaker, author, or consultant be earning 100K. How can I say that? Well, there's 4 quarters in a year. So every quarter you should be earning at least $25,000. Every quarter you should be earning at least $25,000 every 90-day period. So if we think about it, at the lowest, if your keynote is worth $5,000, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, you only need to speak 5 times in a quarter. You only need to speak 5 times in a quarter. That's not in a 90-day period. Think about this. This is why speaking is one of the most lucrative professions out there, bar none. Dollar for dollar, but you got to know how to do it right. If you don't know how to do it right, then you'll miss out on this. I just told you this is a $160 billion industry, and all you need at the minimum, I dare to say, if each of you were earning consistent 100K a year at the minimum, you would be okay. Your life will be okay. That's at the minimum. So 25,000 a quarter. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, $5,000 keynote, 5 times you need to speak. You should be able, and once you come to our training, you're going to have the skills and you're going to have the know-how to do this. For 5 yeses, you need 5 yeses. In a 90-day period, you need 5 companies to say yes. I want you to think about this, guys. You need 5 companies, 5 organizations, 5 schools to say yes. And we teach you how to position yourself in the market to make that yes easier. We position you. We teach you how to position yourself. This is why you got to come to Master the Mic, because I'm going to teach you how to create $1 million keynote that positions you in the market so people can say yes. We're going to make the yes easier. And all you need is 5 yeses. Every quarter, you need 5 yeses. Everybody type, I can do that. Type, I can do that. I want everybody to type. I want you to, I can get 5 companies, 5 organizations, 5 schools, 5 churches, 5 colleges to say yes. I want everybody to type, I can do that. Because I want you to understand you can do that. But you got to have the right systems. You got to have the right strategies, and you got to have the right solutions. I want everybody to write, I can do that. So it can get into your subconscious. Going into 2023, man, every quarter I should earn $25,000. Every quarter, I should earn $25,000. Every quarter, I should be able to do that. I should be able to do that. $5,000 keynote. If your fee was $2,500, that's 10. You should be able to do 10. That's 3 a month. That is 3 a month. 3 keynotes a month. There's 30 days in a month. So you should be able to do 3 keynotes a month. If this is what you do as a profession, right? If this is what you do, And so we're going to give you the tools. So I'm closing out now. Listen, masterthemiclive.com. When you sign up tonight, we're going to hold that open for 30 minutes after we get off this live. I'm going to send you my 3 best-selling speaker books, Dominate Your Backyard, 10 Tips to Becoming a Booked and Paid Speaker in Your Own City. Listen, before we even get to Master the Mic Live, you read these books and you'll be in prime position, right? Going into the new year. How to build a thriving speaker business and paid to share your message. You should be paid. And then we're also going to send you the $1 Million Bankable Brand. How to build a $1 Million Bankable Brand, where these corporations, organizations want to connect with you. I've spoken for Fortune 500 companies. Once again, I've spoken in over 50 different countries, given over 2,000 live paid presentations. It's out there for the taking, guys. And I want you to be in position to get your pie. I want you to be in position. We're not even talking about a slice of a pie. I want you in position to get your pie. So I hope this helped you out, guys. I hope you learned something tonight. I hope this was advantageous for you. Tag somebody in this, a speaker that you know, a author that you know, a consultant that you know, that just needs this information. It's not even about coming to the event, but just this information. If you think these 4 things that I taught you tonight could help somebody, tag another speaker, author, consultant, leader in this post. Share this out. And I hope to see you at Master the Mic. Once again, we're only doing 20 individuals, January 11th through the 13th, 2023. Come to get out that cold weather wherever you are and come out here to beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, where God vacations. All right, guys. I'm Dr. Will. I hope this was advantageous for you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll have another masterclass for you tomorrow. Let me make sure. Is it going to be the same time? Nope. It's going to be, because I'll be speaking again tomorrow. So tomorrow night, we will be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. We'll be back for another master class. All right, guys. Have a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow.